Hey, let's all rise to sing our national anthem. Oh, say can you see my love's early rise?
What so proudly we hailed
at
the
the
twilight's
twilight's
last
last
gleam,
gleam,
whose broad
and
stripes
bright stars
through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bursting gave proof through the night that flag was still there. Oh, sailors, let Star-Spangled Banner yet wave, for the land of the free and home of the brave. Oh, I guess I got a spot for that. I gotta grab my headphones real quick.
Yes, here we are.
Here it's the program, everybody. Once a day, every day. Turn on the machine, start talking, go for an hour.
It's every Monday me. Hi, everybody. I'm here every Monday. And we're going to be doing some things today. We'll be thinking, wishing, hoping, believing. It's like that song. Wishing and hoping and dreaming. I don't know what else they're doing. Well, everything that they're doing, we're going to do today. And more, and maybe less. More or less, one of those two. How many things are there? It's Monday, though, and we're made it back around to the week again. Through our weekend and into the thing. It's Canadian Easter, though, today. And we didn't do that much Easter stuff today. So maybe we can do some more today, even though that was last week for you, and maybe you're tired of Easter. You tired of Easter? I am not that tired of Easter.
Now the Easter candy is on sale.
Oh yeah, and a ham maybe.
Oh yeah, go get yourself a ham.
I want to go get an Easter ham kind of. It's yeah. For some reason they do Easter Monday in Canada. I kind of want to call Dan Bennett about that. That's appropriate to do, right?
Yeah, I think so. And where's the volume on this thing? Volume. Not really hearing it.
Is it going? It's not even going up on your on your bouncers up there. So something's going wrong with it altogether.
I got it.
There.
We go. I got it now. Okay, but yeah, that makes sense to me too. I don't know why Easter's on a Sunday.
Or Zizang.
Easter or Sunday basically just makes it so that you don't actually get an extra day off. You know, if it was on Monday, you'd get a 3-day weekend. You could still do the church stuff on Sunday, but Easter is on Monday. You know.
Yeah. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
When was the last time you were here?
Well, I think like maybe Thursday. Maybe. Yeah, I think maybe Thursday.
And today is
It was. I think Carl was there. I can't remember. I think it was Thursday though.
last Thursday, and today is Monday.
That's right. It's been
Friday,
like 4 days.
Monday, 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days. So yeah, but let's see, anything on the streets? I have, we spent 4 days. I've been walking around out there. Didn't see too much. Things are going good. It's gotten pretty sunny. We saw people hunting for things for Easter. Going out and looking for things and finding things. And yeah, a lot of friendly people out on the streets yesterday because it was Easter, and there was a lot of people wearing pastel clothing and walking around, and you could walk by or bike by them and then wave, and you'd say Happy Easter. I always like that in a holiday. I think that just kind of it gives an opening for people to be friendly to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing a holiday will also do, other than like getting you work off and stuff, but it brings the community together around a fun time, you know.
Yeah, well, it's always on a Sunday no matter what, so everybody already gets those days off, and I think any government people who are getting days off are already...
Right, they will.
They have it off, but do they get Monday off?
No,
Extra?
I don't think so. My government friends had to work today, so they definitely, I think that it's a holiday that is not have to be observed by the government because it's on a Sunday. Which is why they probably should change it to Monday. I think you got to get that day off. But, yeah, it's pretty good. Good times there.
I didn't eat any ham.
No? I think I had a ham sandwich for lunch there from that bread peddler place.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
I wasn't really thinking about it. I didn't think that it was a ham thing, but it was ham, so.
I ate some bacon last night.
Oh, that counts. That's totally, I mean, I don't know, at what level is something ham?
I think ham is like a cut.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't know which cut it is, though.
And at the base, you know, if it's from the same animal, it seems like it could pretty much fill in a pinch on the holiday. You know, it's like
Where is the ham? Because it's like there's no bone in the ham, right? Is there, or is there? It's ham bone.
They
or
might have like the circular bone. Maybe it's the thigh or the hip.
Well, like, is there a bone in the middle of a ham?
I think some ham. I definitely, if you think about the classic ham hock from like the cartoons, that has like a bone in the middle, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to be searching for Dan Bennett, but I started searching for ham.
Ham Bennett.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give Dan a call and find out how this is. Huh?
I'm gonna ask him about Canadian Canadian Thanksgiving is another deal, but this is Canadian Easter, which I don't remember ever seeing before on calendars. Like,
it seems like why would you have a Canadian specific one when I guess it is at its heart, even more than other holidays, a religious holiday celebrating the resurrection of Christ, right? It's not.
Yeah, what is Canadian? What can be Canadian about it?
Canadian is when Canadian Jesus rose from the grave.
I'm trying to figure it out, but I've been having a hard time with the phones recently to figure out these contact stuff. That's why I've been writing in this book. So it's like anybody who's not in the book, it's like, hey, how do I even find them? Yeah, I can't look into the past though. But yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving, Canadian Easter, it's a different thing.
Different world up there.
Easter Monday really doesn't make too much sense, but it also says Orthodox Easter Sunday on this calendar.
Orthodox. Does that mean is Monday always Orthodox Sunday?
Oh no, Orthodox Easter Sunday was regular Sunday. It just says two things. It says Easter Sunday, and then under it says Orthodox Easter Sunday, like they're more than one thing.
Oh. Well, wonder what Orthodox that is.
Is that, yeah, Orthodox?
It's pretty wild. I wonder if anyone knows how the eggs started getting involved, because I guess according to my brain here, maybe Easter was a pagan holiday before it was a Christian holiday.
Yeah.
As I remember things, right? And that's why the bunny stuff was there. The bunny stuff came before the Jesus stuff.
Oh, really? I know it has something to do with like rebirth and or not rebirth, but just birth.
Birth, yeah. Right.
So it's like, and I guess rebirth a little bit because of Jesus' rebirth.
But it definitely had to do with
fertility.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like spring is like love. What do you call it? Spring fever.
Oh.
You know, when you love and reproduction and love are.
I see. I didn't know that.
So maybe spring fever. I mean, I didn't really know that either. I'm just kind of putting them together.
Yeah, definitely.
So spring fever and like, you know, all the animals come back and wake up and you know, you find love and there's eggs and eggs are babies.
Right. Ooh, look at this egg.
Yeah.
It's turned into my son. Another thing that comes along with spring is, or I always think is spring cleaning. You know, people are always rearranging things.
Yeah. Changing, trying to impress potential suitries or whatever. You're the suitor.
Sutures.
If you're the suitor, they're the
suitee.
Suitee.
Yeah, trying to attract a suitee. But you know, I think that spring is a time where things are growing, things are changing, and I think the program is about to change too. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Do we usually talk about these things? Like, should we
Yeah,
just do
no,
these things?
we're talking about them. We're gonna move. We're moving around.
We're gonna rotate 180 degrees or 90.
Oh, I wonder what Dan's message machine is.
Ooh, it's been a while.
Damn it, Jim. I'm an answering machine, not Captain Dan. You know what? 360-956-9573. I don't know what his fucking pointy ears mean by that. Leave a message, damn it.
Hey, Dan, that's a funny answering machine. It's the program. It's been a while. We're calling you. I have a question about Canada.
Yes, people calling about the program.
Hello, Summer.
Hi.
How are you?
Who's this?
This is the program. We're on TV.
Luke? Oh, I'm on TV right now?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. Hi. Hi.
Have you been on TV before?
Hi, TCTV audience.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Dan.
Oh, Arts Walk too. Yeah, Dan, we can talk about it. But I have a question about Canada. Oh, hello.
About what?
Oh, about Canada. Do you know about Canada?
I know a lot about Canada, but Dan could probably answer more questions because he's Canadian.
Yeah, that's why.
All right, here he is.
Thank you.
What is the population of Canada?
Hello, darling.
Dan, it's been a while. Your answer machine is humorous.
I'm so glad you called. I got to tell you, I think about calling like on Sundays. And it's like, okay, I need to write the number down for the program. Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Well, I think about calling the program. It's like, okay, so my what used to be my normal appearance time has been Mondays, and so I think about Sundays, and I'm like, okay, so what I need to do is write the program number down so I can leave a 3-minute message or 2 or 3 regarding some sciencey something or another.
No. But
but I'm glad you called. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, my pleasure. I have a question. I'm looking at my calendar, and it says that today is Easter Monday in Canada.
Oh.
So it's like regular Easter is on Sunday, but for some reason, Canada has Easter Monday.
Oh. Most likely it is a work holiday. You know, so those who are recovering from the drunkenness don't have to go to work in the morning. That's what I'm thinking. Easter Monday, that would be like, oh, dudes, we know you partied hard last night and getting up in the morning. You're not going to be worth much at all doing your job. So, yeah, we're just going to call it Easter Monday. But you better come to work sober on Tuesday, because otherwise there will be shit.
Yeah, is that... But you haven't heard of that before?
It sounds familiar. I don't remember anything specific, but it sounds familiar. Canada has way more holidays than the U.S.
Really?
Way more. Yeah. Easily a dozen more. Easily. Maybe more than that. Because, you know...
I like holidays. Kind of. I have a weird relationship with them, I guess. But what's some of the ones that Canada does that we don't do?
Wait, what? Say again?
What are some holidays that Canada have that we don't have?
Well, Canada Day.
Oh, yeah.
And Boxing Day, yes. Canada
I know about
Day is July 1st.
Oh, okay.
That's where a bunch of stupid teenagers get in a car with a giant Canadian flag, and they drive around hither and thither and wave the flag outside the car, screaming and yelling at people, saying, "Whoa, Canada Day!" And people are like, "Yeah!"
No.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I know Boxing Day. Are there any like weird weirder holidays? I guess like Canada Day makes sense, and like but like holidays.
Queen Victoria Day. That's one.
Is there any holidays like that's like anything that's like not specifically Canadian that they have a holiday for that we don't have just for no reason? Because these are all like
any specifically Canadian things that happen would be British.
Yeah.
They will be specifically British holidays that Canada has adopted.
What about other things? Like, are there any gift-giving holidays or anything like that? Or like how in Easter they like have Easter egg hunts and stuff. Is there any like special Canadian, I guess, holiday events?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything specific. I mean, like, Canadians celebrate the vast majority of American holidays. They're on the same days and the same days, same time, same traditions, same behaviors, same, the buying of the chocolate bunnies and such as with Easter. But Easter Monday, yeah, it might be more Canadian than British.
Yep.
It's like, so you get 4 days off instead of 3.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing comes to mind that I can think of. Yeah.
Maybe we should have more holidays. All right. Hey, thanks, Dan.
Okay. Hey, would you like to hear some science?
Sure.
Okay. So, the Cassini probe is orbiting Saturn. It's in its final stage, its final last few orbits, probably 18 now. Every day it changes because it takes a day and a half for the probe to orbit. And it is orbiting in a polar orbit, and it's swinging really close to the rings, on the inside of the rings.
On Saturn.
And it's taking crazy pictures of the rings, like super close up.
Whoa.
And in between the rings, yeah,
Nice.
if you ever look at Saturn rings, you'll notice a gap. And where there's a gap, there is a shepherd moon. One of them is Pan, one is... I can't remember the name, but these are little icy moons that have cleared a spot in between rings, and they created a gap. And the interesting thing, and this is something that no one expected at all, these moons, they look like flying saucers.
What?
They do. They're round in the middle, and then they have this edge. This wide pancakey edge, and the edge isn't round. It's like 5 sides or 7 sides or something like that. And so what has happened is these little moons have been moving through and clearing out the gap in the ring. And meanwhile, what they're doing is they're picking up edge material, ring material around their equator as they spin.
Whoa.
And it creates this flattened, smooth, I don't know what to call it. They're like little mini Saturns.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? They're these flat things, and this is where material, dusty, icy, snowflakey stuff has been picked up along the edge.
They're kind of matching the shape of Saturn.
Well,
if Saturn was like full, if there was like material that was like between the rings, somehow if you could visualize that, it would be like that. And it's like they're trying to copy Saturn, but they don't understand.
Kinda. They're little miniature little balls with
they're just babies.
like a disc.
Yeah. Like if you look at Saturn and it was really, really blurry, it might look like the planet, the moons. Then, yeah.
Yes. Actually, yes. Yeah. It's very fascinating, and I don't think it's ironic, but
no, it's not ironic. I don't think it's ironic either, is it?
No,
it's not ironic at all.
No, it's not ironic.
It's an interesting coincidence, that's for sure.
I wouldn't say coincidence.
No, I think it sounds like it's connected somehow, like that they're because.
Well, you get a moon, and it has a little bit of a spin, and it's between 2 rings that are throwing off dust, ice, and they collect around the equator of the spin of the moon. And I have no doubt that Cassini, in the, I don't know, 20-odd or less orbits it has left, is going to be taking pictures of other little tiny moons that have gouged gaps between the rings, and they will look the same.
Yeah, it seems like it's got to be connected.
Yeah, they will have similar characteristics. And the interesting thing is that the rings have formed in an area that is inherently unstable. When you have an object and it's really, really close to the planet, the gravity of the planet pulls on one side and less so on the other. And so that creates instability. And so nothing that orbits in there can be very big at all. And Pan and Daphnis and I forget the name of the other one. These other little moons that are in between rings, they can't ever be any bigger than a certain size because they become unstable.
Yeah.
Because the gravity of the planet, they're very, very close to the planet, pulls stuff off on one side and pushes stuff off on the other because of their spin. And if we had probes orbiting like Neptune and Uranus, because they have tiny little bit rings, we would probably observe similar kind of characteristics around little shepherd moons in their rings as well.
Is that next?
Probably. It would seem to be an act of physics.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Science. All right. Hey, thanks, Dan.
Well, yeah, you guys can discuss this amongst yourselves. I'm going to go eat dinner.
Hey, very good to talk to you, Dan. Okay, bye.
I would like to talk every Monday.
Oh, I'll call you every Monday. I will.
Okay. Okay.
Every phone person. I'll call on Sundays. Well, I'll call you. Okay, bye.
Every Monday. Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Hey, every Monday on the phone? I like that. I like that.
Yeah, the phone thing.
I like the phone thing. You know, you guys can be on the phone thing too if you want to call up there. But maybe we should just be like, instead of people coming here, like it's hard to get. You know, nobody. I always invite people here, but I don't expect anybody to show up. But maybe if I like actually just like schedule a time, because for a long time, like we're talking about change, that I've been like doing this thing where I say like I'm not gonna. Like, you want to call, then you call the number. It's up there. You do it. But maybe...
maybe instead you can do, like, I'm going to call out to Dan on Monday.
On this day, I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
We can call, like, Sean. Remember Sean had, like, was Sundays?
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice. I think like, he'd probably be into that.
It's like, hey, Sean, I'm calling you. It's Sunday. Tell me about your week. You're on the phone.
Here you are. Yeah.
Call Lewis on Saturdays.
Oh,
call Dan on Mondays.
Yeah.
Call John Webster on Tuesdays.
Wow.
Call Yellowfellow, I guess, many days or something, but maybe Wednesdays if he doesn't call us or something.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else also? You remember how we were going to do this message to the future with a tape? Remember that?
We had a message to the future.
We had a conversation about how we're going to do the commercials and the messages to the future from sometime soon and on.
Right. So are you talking about just like it's from a string of tapes that just has this?
So what we do, we get the second VCR down here, and then when we're going to do our message to the future, we just press record.
Oh, right.
And then we record that, and then we save that for a year, and then next year we look at that tape again.
Right. And so maybe we'll take off the coming up at 11:30 or something and put that as a separate thing.
Yeah, but
because this message from the past is right. I remember when we were talking about this, we were also saying that it's not for TV anymore.
Yeah,
it's like there is a TV episode or commercial.
Commercial that's for TV, generic. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And we could record it whenever we feel like it. But maybe we could do a day kind of thing too, because I was thinking every day should be a holiday, but maybe we'll get too far into themes that way.
Oh,
but then it's not so
like
much.
That's themes, isn't it? Kind of.
It's kind of themes, but it's just like holidays.
Oh.
But then I guess that's pretty much themes.
What? So we would make up our own holidays for every day?
Yeah, and we would just say, like, today is this holiday, and then next year when we look at it, and then we have an idea that it's.
So today would be like the
Canadian, maybe Canadian Easter.
Oh, Canadian Easter.
I mean, days that are already holidays, we don't need to.
We don't need to come up with one. Happy Canadian Easter.
Yeah, but then maybe we have a tradition.
Gotta watch out, because pretty soon someone's gonna do that thing. I think they'll be like, oh, today is like sibling day or talk like a pirate day.
Oh,
or
yeah.
like all those like.
That's pretty
days.
awful. That's like every day is National Pet Day and whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't like that.
That's like a line though.
That's like the thing about holidays that I guess I do like them and themes and pretty much everything else is I guess it's easy when you do a thing like this to wear out everything really fast.
Right.
So maybe the themes and this thing, even this like commercial idea that we're talking about, we're like putting ourselves into a box for an entire year.
Oh,
and if
hopefully not just a year, hopefully forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean, we want to change some things. We like if we wanted to, let's say, move to some other format, even or whatever. Not like I want to, but if we wanted to just like up and change everything and be like, well, what are we gonna do with all those tapes? We had this plan.
Oh yeah.
So we're making this plan for the future, but then we're gonna stick with it, or what are we gonna do next year? Because I already know that this year when we start looking at all these commercials, I'm kind of not so disappointed that we're not looking at all those commercials from last year, because it's going to be all like horrible election talk.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if I want to relive that, but now we're like, so we haven't had the commercial tape in a while, and now we're like making the new one.
Right.
But now if we get back to it and do that thing where we watch them, and that's what the plan was, because we said hello to us now, back then. But now it's like, do I even want to hear myself say hello now that I'm thinking about it right now? But I want to do it. I'm adding to it by putting in the second tape. I'm like, I really want to listen to what I had to say in the past again. But maybe like last year, I feel like I don't want to hear it. But now we have to, because we already set ourselves up to listen to it.
I think that these lessons or these things that we hear from the past are not always pleasant, but I think we can learn a lot by self-review. You look back and like one of the things I hear you say most often is that. It's like, whoa, I can't believe that was a whole year ago.
Oh, yeah,
it's like it's helpful to keep remembering how far we've been or how fast time is moving or something.
Yeah.
So I think that's another added benefit to it, but not one that necessarily feels good. I think maybe this is one of those things that is important to do, but you might not want to look back.
Maybe we should start leaving the messages for like 2 years in the future.
What?
And then
how do we make the jump? Oh, we just like play over 2016s again or something? 2015?
Oh yeah, I guess then we have a whole year without them.
No, then we have a whole year where we either skip a year somehow, right? I think.
Yeah.
I think what you would imply though is that right now if we were watching a commercial tape, we'd be watching this episode from 2015.
Yeah, right. But I was saying that like
we probably could do that if we found the old commercial tape.
Yeah, but if we start now, talking 2 years in the future, and then we'll be able to communicate even farther back. I mean, if right now we had some kind of tape where we decided to do this in like 2010.
And
then we're like hearing these messages from 2010 specifically made for us.
What?
It would be so amazing.
Wow, that would be amazing.
And now I want to start sending messages to like way in the distant future just to hear myself like go like in 10 years or something, but like I'm going to say, hey, 2027, it's us, 2017.
We could do that.
And
we could do it. We could get some tapes for that.
Just start doing it on the side?
We got like a couple like other tapes, and it's just like, here, we're going to leave a message for the year tape, or like probably like the 5-year tape.
Like, I hope we don't get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
In the next 10 years. You can have a brain aneurysm at any time. Like it's possible.
It couldn't happen to me.
Yeah. But we have 10 years, looking like 10 years in the future, trying to avoid brain aneurysms. and leaving these messages for ourselves. Maybe it's a way to ensure our health.
Oh yeah, we gotta keep our something to live for, you know.
Oh yeah, they call it. I guess insure with an E is different than insure with an I.
That's true.
They're like similar.
Food and like insurance, right?
Oh well, I think I'm going to ensure that this happens.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that with an E?
I.
That's an I too?
Yeah.
How come? What is the?
Insure is just the soup or the like.
But you get like insurance.
That's with the I.
But that's not like you're gonna.
That's the same thing though. It's like I'm gonna ensure that if I get my car smashed up by a drunk driver, that my insurance will pay for it.
Oh yeah.
You're insuring things with insurance kind of like.
But like I want to ensure that I don't die because I have this insurance of a tape that is just like.
Oh, I want to insure. Oh yeah. Okay. Right.
Because if I'm making these tapes for 10 years,
somehow
then I can't die.
Yeah. Because someone's got to watch those tapes, and yeah.
So
It'll be like in those movies, you know, where they're like, oh, the main character is like almost dying, and they're like, oh, I think of my family.
Yeah.
I gotta get up and I gotta fight. But you're gonna like think and be like, wait, there's that 5-year tape I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta live. I gotta live.
Yeah. 10 years is so long though, but if only 10 years ago we would have done this very thing that we're thinking of now.
Yeah.
So maybe there's no time to start.
Maybe we should just make a message for the doubled episode of this episode. Oh, I don't know.
I definitely do.
10 years.
Maybe at some point soon we can, when we get through all these tapes behind us, we can try to organize them in a way that we can like move through the boxes as we're going and look at like the year 2010.
Do it by month and.
Maybe in September, maybe this September, we can start looking at September 19th, 2010.
Yes.
And then when we get that tape out, and then we can just be. I guess that's like an odd number. It's 7 years in the past, but
7 years. That's a week.
Yeah.
7 is like the week.
Yeah, 7's a good number.
Yeah.
So maybe starting September 19th. 2010, we'll start looking into the way back past.
Okay.
Because we have so much back here, and we're going to use them.
September 19th is a radio show.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Well, we can still listen to I guess, a clip of it. Because we're not going to, like, sit down and do the whole thing. I mean, we could potentially on some days do the whole thing.
All right, I'm going to go. Be right back.
All right.
Hi, kitties. This is Dan.
Hi, Dan.
He's coming back. Bye.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to call Dan Dobler. If it's kind of late for Dan Dobler, he's probably asleep. The mailbox belonging to Dan Dobler, his phone can no longer accept new messages this time. To leave a callback number, press 5, or please try again later. Goodbye. It's probably too late. We shouldn't be calling Dan Dobler. John Webster, though, maybe.
The mailbox belonging to
Dan Dobler is full
and
cannot accept new messages at this time. To leave a callback number, press 5, or please try again later. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, well, we got a ton of Mr. Ginsey messages, too. Let's get through a few of them. Mr. Ginsey left us a ton of messages, like 7. I don't know if we're going to be able to listen to all these today.
Dr. Kenny.
What? Oh, Dr. Kenny?
I need your opinion. I'm a doctor, right?
Sure.
Which is it?
We're all doctors, I guess.
Yep. No. I need to know your answer, please.
I like this.
Because in my opinion,
so far,
them doctors had opinions.
Uh-huh.
and I have an opinion. As a doctor, I also have an opinion, and as a doctor-patient, I also have an opinion.
Okay.
However, somebody else, which is the other doctor, always seems to be in charge. Now, whenever the other doctor is totally fucking wrong,
yeah?
doesn't have an asshole to fucking think out of,
or
a brain to fucking pick, well, fucking, what do you do then? Whenever there's not a meeting of the minds, as it were. You know, like I said,
let's see. We're gonna try to
I've
split
had
like
more
this.
than one doctor. Some of them have dropped me because of they thought my attitude would fucking suck. Because whenever he told me that my work was a callous, I looked at him like he was a dumbass. Okay, and he understood that I think he's a dumbass. And whenever my work comes back and I have it froze off by a different doctor, now I don't got a wart or a callus. Okay? This fucking cunt. What a dick. Anyway.
I guess someone throws a callus off.
They won't give me no painkillers because I'm fucking in pain.
Again?
And they think I'm faking it trying to be a drug addict because they're not doctoring me, they're doctoring a society of problems.
I think you just got to deal with
they
the pain.
weren't paying total attention to me like they should have been. They was going with the DEA
I don't know why you're so hung up on
whoever
this.
the fuck, Christianic fucking Catholic fucking whoever the hell fucking said, oh, don't turn people into drug addicts because they're in pain. You can make them into drug addicts.
You could.
Fucking fuck that whore bitch in the fucking mouth whenever fucking shut the fuck up.
Well, you certainly have a pretty strong opinion there, Mr. Ginsu.
He's very upset about this whole not getting painkillers deal.
But it sounds like he just had like a wart removed or something.
Oh yeah, you just want painkillers all the time?
That doesn't seem like a pain. Like that's not a procedure that would get you pain, would it? I've definitely had when I was a kid, had a wart on my hand and I got it freezed off, and I don't really remember it being. It was like a strange sensation, but it wasn't painful. I thought he was fixed. I thought Mr. Ginsu didn't have a hurt back anymore. But
yeah, I don't know why he wants the painkillers now, but he's really hung up on about the doctors and the painkillers. He's like very angry at
the
them.
doctors turning people. That really does happen, you know.
That's how it happens most of the time,
right?
With drug addicts, and it's from the pills. And I think that, yeah, maybe people are overprescribed than under.
I definitely am always with that medical stuff, a little, you know, wanting to err on the side of safety, like those.
Yeah.
I don't really like getting antibiotics unless I really have to, and I have finally found a doctor who isn't trying to, like, prescribe antibiotics for every single cold or whatever. Because most of the time you're sick and you don't feel good, and you're like, I gotta get something. I gotta, like, fix this.
Did you talk to them about antibiotics?
Yeah, I mean, it was some kind of thing that it felt. This was maybe a year ago. I was dealing with something that was kind of like throat, like it felt like strep throat, you know, kind of stuff. And he's like, well, it doesn't really seem like strep throat. I have the option to give you antibiotics to try to take care of whatever it might be. If it's a, like, I guess it would have been a bacterial infection. That's like what antibiotics are good for.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, but I don't really know. If you want that, I probably could give that to you. And I was like, no, I don't want that. Yeah, it always screws me up, too, because it kills all the good bacteria in my guts.
Yeah. There's more good bacteria in your body than yourself.
That's true.
I heard that, at least by numbers. I don't know if it could be by weight or something. But
well, I don't think it could be by weight, but it definitely is by organisms or cells or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, cells.
You know, yeah, if you think about your cells, and like you weren't, maybe all those cells used to be separate, but now they all work together.
Whoa. Yeah, our bodies are like a community in themselves.
Yeah.
A well-oiled machine, a team of cells and organisms, because we got the bacteria in our guts.
Yeah, I mean, how connected is blood? If those bacteria in your guts, those are bacteria, but your blood is you.
Yeah.
But like, how much more is your blood connected to your body if it's flowing than the bacteria that are in your guts? Like, how come that bacteria is not just you also? Why is it bacteria, and why is it instead of like your blood?
I don't know. It's like definitely something that's alive, I think, is where the line is being drawn. Like, blood is not like a real living thing, is it? It's just like a...
I think blood is living. It's like what you're made out of. If blood's not living, then what are you? Then what is living? Are your fingers are living?
I don't know if my fingers are living. I definitely think that they're
like separate from yourself, because they're alive. Your fingers are alive. No, I think your blood. Your blood is alive, maybe, but it's like connected to you. I think it's like about being bacteria is like separate.
I'm thinking like, so I think maybe what you're saying is things like, then would like the liver be alive, like as a separate entity? You know, it's like, I think that's where it is. It's like the liver is like a piece of us, and the blood cells. The blood is like the oil in the engine or something.
Yeah.
You know? It's like the grease for the wheels or whatever, but it's not a creature. It's like some maybe, but it is though. I guess what makes it not alive?
Yeah, but the bacteria,
right?
It's how is it more alive than the blood is?
Because it's not made by you. It like gets there and grows there from other things.
Oh yeah. Where does it come from?
I think it comes from your digestion. Like, I don't think when you start out as a baby you have any bacteria at all. And then it like grows from the things you eat.
Like your teeth, or like something. Like your adult teeth, I guess, though, right? You know, if you're or something.
Well,
yeah. I guess you harvest it. I guess it can be. I can see how it's separate, but maybe it could just be. Maybe we should just say that they're part of you. I guess when you take antibiotics, it kills all that stuff.
Right.
But I guess there's other drugs that when you take them, it kills other parts of you, or inside you get side effects that are destroying different parts of you. But
the blood cells do seem pretty alive when you think about what they're up to. Like they're going and fighting off bad stuff.
But you can like give your blood. I guess you can give your organs to other people too. But you can give your blood to other people.
You can give your bacteria to other people.
Oh yeah.
But
I heard that you gotta do like poop transplants. You like put their poop in somebody else's butt.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Like
that's it. That's exactly what it is. Poop surgery. It's apparently it really helps. Some people it's really cured them, but it seems like the most insane medical procedure I can think of. Yeah, it sounds pretty made up.
Yeah. You need more gut stuff now, I guess. I think I'm gonna say that it's a part of they are me, because I don't want to. You know, you're like, oh, what? There's all this stuff in my guts. Like, I don't want that to be a thing. So it's just me. It's also.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it is you. Now I'm really curious about why red blood cells are not like individual living things that we're just making inside of us.
Yeah.
They pretty much are acting like living creatures.
And they're cells.
They're autonomous. They like go out and fight stuff. You know, it's like
that's the white blood cells. They're really red blood cells.
Oh, and are they single? Is that a single cell? Is that what that means? The red blood cell is a single cell.
But I think the red blood cells are floating in plasma, though.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you have like this clear stuff. It's plasma. That's your blood is, and then the cells are just in that stuff.
So they pretty much are could be like little parasitic creatures that are living inside our plasma streams.
Yeah.
And like doing stuff like when you get a cut, they'll go rush to the wound and then clump together.
Yeah, there might as well be. I mean, you can, because you don't need like immunosuppressant drugs when you get a blood transplant.
No.
Like if you get a heart transplant, you got to keep taking all these drugs so that your body doesn't reject the heart.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's pretty traumatizing on you to get somebody else's heart.
Even if they have the same blood type, which is like the thing with the blood. Like if you get somebody else's blood in you and you don't have the right type, what happens then? Do they fight each other? Like, does that kill you?
I can't. I don't know. I don't want to. Must be really horrible though. It sounds like it'd be just really horrible. Just
like gotta have happened.
Oh, poison blood!
It must have happened so much in the beginning of transfusions, because how would they even know about blood types until they like found out that certain people's blood doesn't work with other people?
Oh, yeah, when you're doing medicine, it's like, let's put this person's blood in that person.
What a great idea, doctor.
And I guess it worked. I mean, and then try to like put like goat blood. Oh, they're losing blood. That thing like.
Let's just fill them up with water. They'll never tell the difference.
Water or like goat blood or something in the beginning. You need more blood. The blood. Look at this stuff. Red wine.
It's the same color. Let's just go for it.
What is this? What is this sign? Has that been there?
What
this is like chair reeb.
Oh, I just put that up there. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I found it at the Obsidian when we did one of the TV Mountain shoots.
Oh, okay.
And they were writing on. This is the sign that they didn't get. I think chair. Definitely says chair. I don't know what reeb is though, or like what.
But chair reeb or something. There's it's like the end of another word or something, but I don't know what it is. Here's another Ginsu message. Oh yeah, do you feel it? Like we're gonna get it. We're gonna get rid of the couch soon. Cause this piece of wood is like driving into my back. Does that happening to you? Right here, like.
I'm sitting kind of.
Doest thou understand?
It's definitely not very comfortable.
On the bottom, there's like a piece of wood that goes into my back.
Oh yeah, right there.
It's like right.
Oh, because the couch is like collapsed so much that we're hitting that part that's in our back should be like way deep in the couch.
Yeah.
But if thee pays me, I will go away. And if thou don't pay me, I will plant the seed of hatred in thine grandchildish or grandchildrenish.
What?
And because I have 0 grandchildren or children, they will have no retribution.
What?
They will not be able to get any retribution off of me. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
I do.
Oh.
Pay me and let me buy back my woman, or fucking.
You can't buy a woman, Mr. Ginsu.
Yeah, that's bad. Don't say that, Mr. Ginsu.
Thine grandchildren may end up not happy as they could have been.
I think he was saying that he
even
is
though he was
more free from retribution by other people because they can't attack his children because he doesn't have any children.
Oh.
I could be, maybe I'm wrong. Let's hear the rest of it.
Yeah, if you have children, people can kidnap them and it makes you vulnerable.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's what the gist is, I think.
Other things happened in life which made it to where their life sucked dick.
Whoa, what?
Thanks, teacher.
You're a I guess he likes to whine. He said that he didn't have much to whine about now.
You fucked me over.
I think he still does. He's like, he admitted that he's looking for things to whine about. Oh, no. I think if you...
Pretty fucking much.
If you go exaggerating that much, then it totally negates your point, kind of like bringing up Nazis.
And then you were real quiet about it. Gave me the silent treatment, as it were. And that ain't no lie.
I think it's an exaggeration, at least.
So, you figure out who I am because of what I just said, and fucking, you motherfucking paid me. I fucking asked $3 million to $30 million so I can go buy back my family, and I will go away. Otherwise, we got a fucking problem here. 'Cause I ain't crippled no more, assholes. Guess fuck what?
What?
That means I have mobility and the ability to carry out whatever I just said to thee.
Scary.
Ooh, threats.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out, teacher, if you're still alive out there.
Mr.
He's really still upset about that teacher and the lost love.
And from
most romances that start in high school or like especially
middle school.
Especially middle school.
This was like 7th grade.
He's got to realize that it was destined to fail eventually. I mean, probably not going to last through college, even if they didn't stop it. So.
I have a friend who, 2 friends who I was friends with when I was in middle school, and then they got together, and they now are married with children.
Wow. Huh? Well, I guess I'm sure it does happen, really, then.
It's not impossible.
And I guess that's what he's saying. He says, this was the love of my life.
Yeah.
But I feel like we all feel that way the first time we fall in love, maybe. But maybe I'm being a little cynical, though.
I think that being realistic and being cynical often go hand in hand, and people say, like, you're like, I'm not being cynical, I'm a realist.
Right. I've heard some people say that before.
Sometimes you are cynical, so it's like, it's hard, it's like saying that you're defensive.
I'm not defensive.
Yeah. You can't be not defensive. I was like, oh, it sounds like you're defending yourself. And you say something real, like, you're a cynic. Or, another thing. The other thing that sounds like cynic, or it's kind of like being a cynic, which is being, a hater.
Right.
You're a hater. So,
hater.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what's like, if you're going to go and go far into saying cynic and hater and stuff, then you can just get into a dark road of not, not like, it's like people, Republicans and Democrats, and they're fighting each other saying that they're fascists and commies. And you're like, I don't want to be a commie or a fascist. So if you're like worried about like accidentally falling into a category by doing a thing, and that's kind of like keeping you set in your ways. I think that's the problem with being a Democrat and a Republican in general, is because like you're like, what are your values? Are your values this like list of things that they tell you to do, and once you leave that and you're like, I'm becoming the other thing.
I think that's a big danger. It's easy to be like, I agree with them on these things, so I think I'll just agree with them on everything.
Yeah.
Then that's not your own thoughts.
The label, it's hard to try to like fight and embrace labels.
Especially because both of them like to use the opposite side to rally against. So then at least it's really easy to motivate people if they have a common enemy to rally against. But that's an easy way to just get falling in a big group.
And I think that's part of maybe the thing that we're going to try to turn sideways and do new things.
Yes.
Because we've fallen into this like label where like, this is what we're doing and this is who we are, and maybe we're gonna be like, we're dropping all that stuff, and we're maybe gonna, we're not what we say we are. We're what we do.
Right. That's true.
So we have all these ideas and labels.
We're not what we say we are. We're not what we've been either.
Yeah. Just like it's like your guts.
Yeah.
Like the bacteria in your guts. Like, are these bacteria in your guts, and you kill them off and they come back? Are you ever the same again?
Whoa, I never thought about it that way, but it's true. That's freaky.
I guess you change every 7 years or something too.
All your skin? Yeah, your entire skin. But that's still that's just cells in you, but the bacteria, what if you have like a super rare cool bacteria and you never can find it again after the antibiotics? That's what I'd be worried about. Got to get the good collection. Yeah. You got to having a lot of good bacteria helps you helps crush the bad bacteria. So it's you got to have a good crowd.
It helps you digest things too. But I guess if you were to, that stuff's in your stomach. 'Cause I guess it's in your
or in your lower intestine.
Because you're like your own, your own poop is dangerous to you. Like,
Yeah.
but that's like in
That's
there.
true.
It's all up in there, so it keeps going out the one way. And it'd be horrific, horribly, horrific. You got backed up somehow, and then you would get like E. coli in your stomach. But it's so close, like it's in like a.
I don't think. I hope that's not physically possible, but I mean, there's definitely such a infinite possibilities in the world that I'm sure something disgusting has happened like that.
Yeah, once you start getting hung up and thinking about your own insides, it gets kind of freaky.
What am I? Yeah, it's like, holy cow. Because now I kind of believe that the blood cells are like living organisms, and now we're just like basically not even real an organism ourselves. We're just like made up of all these tiny organisms.
Yeah.
And somehow we are sentient.
They're working together, and it's kind of, I guess, like, living planet.
Yeah.
Ants, and maybe sometimes this also makes me think. I'm thinking big thoughts today.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that dimensions are literal dimensions of size, and that like we're the size of atoms to a larger universe, and that every atom maybe is its own universe.
Yeah.
And it just goes down and big and
like
small.
Tiny ones in all of the atoms here too. There's like tinier
So
planets.
it's like maybe there's infinite or dimensions.
Yeah.
But they're actually just in like bigger and bigger. So so astoundingly big that we think it's actually infinite space, but it's actually just goes into, and then it's just some bigger person, or we're like inside. We're the bacteria. The Earth is a bacteria in the gut of an infinitely larger being.
Yeah, that's making some sense to me.
Yeah. Well, we only have a few minutes left today. What a day.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Lots of heavy stuff.
Say goodbye to that wall.
Not going to see this wall anymore.
Unless we look to our right, I think, right? So this wall is going to be to our right now. So it's going to be, or
we're going to rotate
this way. So if you see, you can see, or you can't see that wall, but you might be able to see it that way. But the wall over there.
You remember this wall, viewers? This is the one with the plant and the TV and stuff.
It's going to be.
And the windows.
We're going to be moved tomorrow. But the show's over.
90 degrees.
Now we have the thing. We got to skip through all this stuff now because we're not doing.
Bottom one?
Top one. We're not doing any of this stuff anymore, but we got to skip through all of it. Isn't it nice? I think it's so nice to not do that stuff, isn't it? Like,
I'm fine with it.
I feel like it's just like we just
Where is that stuff?
You just go through. Like today we didn't hardly do anything. We barely even looked at the phone calls. I think for when I can get through a day without.
Where's that stuff?
I heard it. No, it's not on that one. That one's not hooked up at all.
This one's not hooked up?
Uh-oh. There it is.
Oh, well, should I back it up so you can do the
Sure.
commercial or the
Yeah.
Day
yeah, that other this machine is not even in the loop right now. It's hasn't been in the loop since that one day when it got messed up.
Oh, cool.
And then I just moved it. Now we're running too far. Or is it?
Oh, shoot.
Well, yeah.
Just let it roll through.
So we're not doing this stuff anymore. Because if I can get through a day without going to the phones or to the any kind of tape and stuff, it would be such a crazy day for me. Like if we can say things, and without any extra things at all.
That's nice. That's really flying by the seat of your jeans.
Yeah, but we always go to the phone since day one.
Well, phones are good. You got to check your messages.
Yeah.
If someone's calling, you want to take notice of that.
Yeah. Well, what if there was a day when we just had we had so much to say that we just didn't get to the phones, which has happened. By the end of it, we're like, oh, we better get to the phones. We run out of time.
I think, like you were talking about with the bigger and smaller things, it's like you can find infinite things to talk about.
Yeah.
If you keep going smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Graham's good song. Thanks. You.
And this is the talented crew. We're gonna get rid of the crew. We're gonna have to call.
If you want to be on the crew, you got to call and get on the crew now.
Yep.
So say goodbye to all these people for now.
They gotta call back.
Now
you're gonna miss the crew, aren't
we're gonna
you?
get rid of the couch soon. I already am feeling like nostalgic for things that we haven't even got rid of yet. The TCTV, the Baby Majority, Fabulous Graham, StopTheSpot.com, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you, viewers and listeners. That's you. You're watching. Thank you. Hell yeah, dog. Forever. Hell yeah, dog. Bye. Oh, we're going to keep that graphic up the whole time, too.
Yeah.
Coming up on the next episode of the program.
Your daily hour with
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
We're blue. It's,
Hey.
look, we're small.
No, we're not. We're big.
Oh, yeah, we're big. And we're on TV.
We talk about a lot of things. Yesterday we went into the microscopic world. Today we go out into the universal. What did you call them?
Talking about the moon.
Yeah, you talking? Yeah. Anyway, also we're pruning. We don't even get to the phones today. There's a lot of talking. Seeing the fruit. This is the fruit of the hours. You know, cutting things back, letting them grow.
Last day of background tape. Bye.